A lot of creators have told you that Beryl is a T0 unit not only in global but also in the Taiwanese and Chinese versions. But why is she so strong? Today we're going to be talking about why this little witch is so amazing, why she is the best damage dealer in the game right now and will be for months to come, and how to properly build her. Hello the internet, welcome back to the Waifus. I'm Sefhi and today's topic is going to be Beryl, the complete build and why she works so well. So before we start, as usual, leave a like, subscribe, help me grow the channel. Let's get started with this build. There's a lot of things to talk about. Hopefully the video is not too long. So as usual, let's start with the important part, which is gonna be the trade. Also, before I forget, let me know if you guys like this type of build videos or prefer other type of content. I will probably, if you guys like it, of course, we'll be making videos on most of the characters, including low rarity ones. But just if you all like that type of content, not gonna be making something people do not enjoy. So let's start with Beryl's trait and then we'll go into her skills, right? Because her trait is also important. I'm a genius. Increases Beryl magic attack by 12%, depending on your dupes. And at the start of the turn, she has a 60% chance to gain one level 2 buff, which lasts for 2 turns, and she recovers 1 energy. A lot of buffs in here you can get. You could be getting magical defense, you could be getting more movement, you could be getting increased crit or increased attack, which attack is for both magical and physical. So this is pretty good. If you get Beryl, you need to start farming her shards as early as you can, right? She needs to get to 5 stars because this means it's a 100% chance to get a random level 2 buff, and this will be always at the start of the turn. Constantly, guaranteed. If it's not 5 stars, it's 80% or 3 stars and 70%. A 3 stars is already like a good starting point. Before that, it's too much RNG because it's a 50-50 or a 60% in there. So still, when you get her, start farming those shards for her. It is important. We'll leave equipment for last. Let's move into the skills themselves and why they are so strong. So starting with RK1. In here, you can honestly pick whatever you like. It depends a little bit on your playstyle. A lot of people will go with Flame of Woe because this is a 3 energy cost, no cooldown, AoE attack. You can spam and also burn everything around. It's really good damage, but I prefer using the basic attack, aka this one right here, the Chu Chu Chu. I think it's a really good attack. I like the one better, and I prefer to go with the support skill, Casual Search, because Casual Search is no cost, 3 cooldown that will give you, first of all, instant, so you can keep using your skills, will give you a random Luxite skill, which is bombing, fire Luxite, healing Luxite, like literally any of her skills you can get randomly in here, which is pretty good. And this will be available for 2 turns, so you don't need to use it instantly. I prefer this, even though long term you will not be using either of them. So just pick your poison to begin with, whatever you prefer, burning everything, random skill. I like gambling, so I went with Casual Search. Now, when it comes to RK3, there is a clear winner, okay? When we talk about attack boost, this is an attack 2 to all allies in the location and granting also attack attribute debuff immunity lasting for 2 turns. It's good, but this is just too good. So we have energy restoration. At the end of the turn, recovers an additional 1 energy. If you have less than 1 energy, 0, you recover 2. So every time you go to 0, you will recover 2 at the end of the turn. Every time you have anything else, you will recover an extra energy at the end, making her having an easier time spamming her abilities constantly. She's Beryl, and most mages, not only Beryl, but most mages, all of their skills have a high cost when it comes to energy. So every time you see this skill on any character, you take this because it's really good. So now let's move into RK5. In RK5, we have the same situation as RK1. You will not be using either long term, so you can go whatever you prefer. If you pick Wall of Flame as your AK1 skill, I would 100% go with Fire Walking because you become immune to Scorch and Burning. When you are on a burning tile, your damage taken is decreased by 10% and you recover 20% of your character HP. So you can stand on the fire constantly, recover HP, get take less damage, and spam your abilities to keep burning everything around you. This is pretty good depending on your team composition. But if you do not take Wall of Flame, then I would go with QT. QT is a more general reaction, which is basically decrease range damage taken by Beryl by 25% and AoE damage taken by an extra 40%. That is pretty big. Again, you can pick either. If you go with Wall of Flame, I would recommend going Fire Walking, but you can pick whatever you like on both RK5 and RK1. Now let's move into RK7, and things get a little bit more hectic in here, because even though both are good, there is a clear winner, and that is Flaming Meteor. So the Flaming Meteor, it's a magical damage skill that you need to prepare for one turn. Now you prepare this for one turn, and when you cast the skill, you deal 140 fire AoE damage to all enemies within 3 tiles, and it skips the turn. Now you can actually work around this. You don't need to prepare for one turn. You can use something like Inanna, characters that give you an extra turn. So you prepare, you use Inanna on Beryl, and then instantly she will shoot the meteor without having to wait until the next turn, making it a one-turn ability that will completely destroy everything that's on its way, which is pretty strong. You will most of the time pick Flaming Meteor, but you could also pick Tridis depending on your team composition. If your team composition is hungry for energy, this is a better skill. Not because it heals, no one cares about this 10% heal, but this is an AoE skill that will recover 2 energy for all of your allies around 3 tiles, which is really good, again, depending on your team composition. If you have multiple mages, maybe you have 2 mages on your team, and you don't have enough energy to keep spamming the skills, or something like an archer with Beryl, and you can give her also more energy with that skill. It's a support skill that will enable your team to spam more abilities, so it's up to you. Long term, like I was saying, you will not be using either of them. I will say you could keep Flaming Meteor. No matter what you pick, it's a good choice. Now, we cannot say the same for RK9 and 11. So let's start with RK9. This is your basic attack upgrade. So you have 2 options. Scorching attack, dealing 80% magical damage and guaranteeing a scorch burning for 2 turns. It's not bad. But you have this, bam, single target attack. Beryl deals physical damage equal to 80% of your magical attack. There is a 30% chance to inflict a stun, aka they cannot move, for 1 turn. Now, look at this range, right? This is a range 1-2, this is a range 2-3, meaning your basic attack now has a lot more range, has also a chance to stun, and you can constantly spam this because it's your basic attack. This is always better than the scorching attack. Even if you were to be playing with flame or with wall of flame and fire walking, there is no reason to be using this scorching. So always go with bang, since that is the proper skill to be taking. And then lastly, we have the RK11. This is like your ultimate, if you want to call her. There is 2 options here. The first one is first aid, single target healing, 80% HP. This is trash, ignore this. This, however, boom, this is one of the biggest hitting AoE skills in the game, at least at the beginning, and for a while it will be the highest DPS in terms of AoE. This is basically you cannot move before performing this skill, attacking any enemies within 2 tiles 5 times, and this is random. If there are 5 enemies, it will randomly attack 5, right? Maybe it attacks the same one all the time, maybe it's 3 different enemies, maybe it's 1 each time. Every hit is dealing 30% fire AoE damage to all enemies within 1 tile on target, and a 50% chance of inflicting burning, aka a scorch. This is huge. This AoE damage is completely stupid, and this is one of the skills that makes Beryl so good. Her kit overall, just the way it works, is constantly spamming skills that have really high damage output. Not only that, and I cannot show it because her website, the website is still down. All right, since my website is down, I had to come here actually. As you can see, we go by magic attack characters. Maybe this is too small for you guys to see. This is on the website. Yes, it's still down. I'm working on that. That's why I'm making so many videos, because I cannot work on it while it's down. But Beryl is the highest magic damage dealer in the game right now. In the game, doesn't matter if it's Chinese or Taiwanese version, above Karin, above Momo, above Akambe, above everyone else, 1599. Even her magic attack is pretty good at 1.1k. This is what makes her so good, right? Like her magic attack, her basic magic attack is already good enough that if you also beat her for this AoE damage, she becomes completely broken. Now let's talk about her equipment and what you want to be putting her with. As usual, there is multiple options, so this depends on what you have. If you have the battle pass, this is a great basic stuff to be getting. But if you don't want to buy the battle pass or use it on Beryl, we get this weapon for free, and as you can see, this increases AoE damage by 10%. And when you get these to 5 stars, it's a 15% increase AoE damage, if I remember correctly. I went with the SSR weapon because, as you can see, 1 star is already higher magical attack than if I were to go with this staff, which is 204. So that's what I'm using this one for now, at least. When it comes to the accessories, just pick what you have. I am using right now this spring pill because it dispels 1 debuff, can be used 2 times per battle, and also recovers 20% HP, which in a pitch can help you out. And then lastly, for and your tarot, it really depends. I am using Verdict of Justice, increasing crit by 15% because I got really lucky and I got double magic attack on this. I might be able to, I cannot enhance this any further because I need to get to level 30. But as you can see, I got pretty lucky with this, and it has another 2 SSR stats, which hopefully are not bad. So she will keep this tarot piece most likely for a couple months. Yeah, most likely. So that is the complete build for Beryl and why she is so damn good. That's gonna be it for this video. As usual, guys, do let me know any questions you have about these characters or in general any character of the game in the comments so I can make either more videos or answer directly in there. That's gonna be for this one. Thank you to my patrons for making this content possible. I love you all, bossos. Good luck with your pool generates. And see you in the next one.
役立たずは楽園から追放するのみ。ブランとノワールのショータイムです。
天地万物を切るとはこういうことだ。